Hello gainers, I'm Ralphie and welcome to my little humble channel called Fitter Philosophy, in which I stand outside, usually in the same spot, because basically it helps me focus and think articulately about what I want to talk about, and also it's convenient. So there you have it, now you know. So my subject today on this channel, Fitter Philosophy, which deals with practical experience-based philosophical perspectives to assist in the recalibration and improvement of lives. That's what it's all about. My subject today is how real is reality? And I want to put it very, very simply so as that we're all aware that reality gets recalibrated. Reality gets redefined the more we experience life, and particularly within the age in which we live. So it's not that long ago that, oh, excuse me a second, big pussycat here. Hi Big Billy, hi Big Billy. Oh, up you come. You coming up for a hug, are you? I'm just discussing recalibrating reality here. Is that something you do, is it? Not really. Cats are quite smart. Anyway, where was I before this is Billy, by the way. He's a good old-fashioned moggy. He's got a wonderful nature. He's a great big softie, but he also keeps the local mice population in check very effectively. So he's basically what you call an adopted farm cat. A cat that is very, very handy around farmyards. He's that active, and at the moment, of course, being sensible, because cats are sensible, he spends a lot of time sleeping. So he's not really connected with our reality. He's connected very much with his own reality, and his own reality really hasn't shifted as a cat much over centuries and millennia, whereas human reality has changed because of technology. It's as simple as that. And it's not that long ago with the human condition living in mud huts, small buildings made of straw, caves, very popular, kind of easy to defend a cave as long as you don't get smoked out by the enemy. But in settlements, in tribes, in informal farm settings, reality was the skies above, hell's below. So long as you believe in God and the angels, you know, the rest is left up to God, and it's not for us to question why. The definition of God was of course left very opaque. God was just basically an old man with grey hair sitting on a throne all dressed in white. Or in some religions basically just more or less a symbol, an eminence, a radiation point. And it's been very interesting in modern times when you see the history of different religions coming together in the presence of developing science, where as when technologies appeared, God's kind of reality is kind of redefined because of our awareness of the stars, planets, suns, the purpose of suns, and of course at the moment dark matter, which is basically a euphemism for the energy called ether, which basically acts as a web holding all of reality together within the universe around us, or the universes, excuse me. He's ready to go. You seen a mouse, have you? Have you? Off you go. Also, our realities are informed by other people's realities around us, so that you've got much more access in the modern world to the original thinkers, the philosophers, the great champions of humanity. And I'm thinking, for example, of people like Carlo Bruno, Albert Einstein, Plato, for example. These seminal people who, in a sense, their reputations been appropriated by the orthodoxy of the age in which we live, and yet at the same time their reputations are much more mysterious and therefore transcend the age in which we live to become increasingly meaningful as time goes on. Nikola Tesla is another perfect example. And of course there's many hugely influential people who recalibrate our reality for us and yet get absolutely no credit at all. It's thinking about this, the philosophical point of view, it shouldn't be left exclusively to scientists and academia who increasingly in some ways betray us and disappoint us because of the dogma that they seek to establish as verified, reputable facts. Like all the powers on this planet that affect the human condition, academics and those scientists in particular who are at the forefront of redefining our reality, they either get marginalised or they get promoted and put on a pedestal, even when what they're presenting is wrong, because it suits the dogma of the age. The more we are aware of the dogma of the age in which we live, the more we can quietly recalibrate our own reality so that we are self-aware and in a better position to not just survive but thrive in the world around us, because we are not being held back or held down by the continued embracement of abstract, often abstract dogmas and untruths which societies in which we live foist upon us to contain us, restrict us, condition us, and keep us in a box. I've mentioned in previous videos, and I know this is kind of a bit of a deep dive, I'm aware of it. It's hard, sometimes it's hard when we're looking at fitter philosophy to keep things really simple, but I'm acutely aware that particularly Albert Einstein, it's not one of his big quotes, but he said one of the most useful skills that humans have is creativity. And that creativity can manifest in art, it can manifest in music, it can manifest in shifting reality in a tangible way for the masses. And we're right in the thick of it like never before. So much is actually changing so fast, and with it so substantially, that you can see that we're coming to a threshold now. The humanoid collective as a species is entering an age of either considerable empowering of self-awareness, of which power could be virtually limitless within the perceptions of humans, or it could be an age of a panic attack by those who are trying to maintain a historical narrative and want to suppress, control and subjugate and degrade, downsize the species. And only time will tell. We live in such interesting times in which those who are uninformed and want to be ignorant are increasingly getting separated, tangibly separated from those who seek self-awareness, enlightenment, education and improvement, not just for the self, but for the collective species. Whew. I'll leave it at that. That's quite enough for one video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Next time I'm going to keep it simple. Bye now.
Ew.